Hello everybody, I'm Loafdog and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, we've had a little chat with our lady here, Classier. Now, we only have to mail that envelope, I think. But I want to do it while Kim is with us. Oh, and also, yeah, we've never tried knocking on Kim's door when he's sleeping, so that will be interesting, I think. Come on, Harry, work with me. The lieutenant's door is closed. Let's knock. No response. Knock again. Still no response. Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet? Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? Knock again, as before. Tap out the tune Kim whistled on the swing set. Ooh. Bang on the door. I should stop bothering Kim. No, never. Tap out the tune Kim whistled. You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
10 p.m.? No, thou art God. Why?
It is I, Gart, manager of this fair cafeteria. It's Gart, the barkeep. I wanted to go over the case again. Do you want to go for a midnight drive to clear our heads?
I mean, I don't think we would be able to deceive him, honestly. Surely not with the first answer here. Maybe with the second, but then again, like, Harry has this really deep, raspy voice, so I don't know how the lieutenant would mistake us for Gart. Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Very funny. What do you want?
Okay. Do you want to go for a midnight drive?
To clear our heads from what? Sleep?
Sleep is what he needs most right now.
Good night, Harry.
No. Oh, but we gained a trophy. He probably won't mind.
Come on, Harry, be a bro.
No. Okay, I can only leave. I wonder if there is a way to get into his apartment. Who knows? Okay, so right now the only thing that we can do is, yeah, go back home, probably.
Tornado is back. What do you want?
Nothing, probably. Just want to go over a few things.
Yeah?
Yeah, no
What?
thanks, Brad. Yeah, I'm gonna take off now.
Don't worry about me.
Alright. And back to the village. To our cozy little shack. Which I'm sure is just splendid in this weather. Okay, how can we get out of this? Nice. By going around, it seems. Oh well, yeah. I was thinking about the mega rich guy, but that's gonna be, yeah, tomorrow. Day 6. Cause yeah, I honestly think that we can tell him, hey, look, with your investment, we were able to start the construction of a youth center. And it's gonna be like, very nice, Mr. Harry. Now let me give you $1,000,000. To which I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm on the people side, but if you really want to do that, I guess it's for the investigation.
So, let's go to sleep. No, not the mirror. Not the mirror, Harry.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned the rest. Let's go to sleep. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep. Nighty night. And our boy limbic system, of course, can't just leave us alone for one night. It's easier this time, drifting off. Your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea, until they're suddenly light. This respite? I think, yeah, that's the pronunciation. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember. But I've been bad. I haven't earned this. Is this the last dream? No. I think, yeah, the ancient reptilian brain was like,
No, this is one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you, if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spinning like black yarn.
enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, darkness. Thank you.
You're welcome, Harry boy.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep. For the first time in a week. After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits. Let's open our eyes.
My God, I never thought this day would come. A day when I'm finally fully rested? It's impossible. Come on, Harry. We have stuff to do.
Most importantly, ridicule Everard.
Yes?
Nothing. We're ready. Good morning. Okay, on to the post box.
So, Kim, you probably don't know this since I've had to do it in my home, but I've forged one of the signatures, so we're good.
But man, for real, the only time I decided to be like, okay, maybe Everard is sincere about this. He seems kinda, he seems to be kinda doing it for the sake of the people. Nah, of course not. Should never have trusted the little weasel. Drop the white envelope into the mailbox. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail, yeah. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard.
Hey
Don't
there,
mention
Zech
anything
knows.
to him.
Good to
You
see
won't
you.
know before it's too late.
If you don't mention anything to him, you won't know. Yeah, exactly, my man. Let's just go. We're finally gonna get Everard and his scheme. Then yeah, after that, I think we only have to call the coalition, right? Yeah. I don't think there's anything important right now to do. Aside from that. I mean, I would have loved to... well, we'll see. Because, I mean, the fact that Noid said, do you have any more stuff to do? Look, this is important. Makes me believe... Oh, you're lagging. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, I think it's on your... The problem is on your part. Because everything is running smoothly over here. No, I wanted to... Come on. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. What coffee table? That one? There's nothing over here. What are you saying, game? Oh well.
Everard, my boy.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to
Yes.
sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Thank you. It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply
Oh,
wonderful, Harry.
yeah, that would probably help.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a
Hey,
great
new
thing
skill
today.
point.
You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can
Yeah,
finally
yeah,
trust you
whatever.
now.
Nice.
You're in my inner circle.
I'm glad.
You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun.
Yeah, let's talk about
Nothing is
that.
off the table.
See? Forging the signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Yeah, why do that?
Did you order the hangman killed? No, can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information. weighed
Oh,
heavily
I'm
on you,
sure.
but it had
Now,
to be
give
done.
it to me.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry.
Is it the
word
old
on
woman?
The street is she's a character, so watch out.
Okay. This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see.
Yeah,
you've
but
done
who
your
is she?
research.
Where
The
is
pawn
she?
shop made the gun easy to track.
Oh,
Crazy
could it be
stuff,
that?
Harry.
Yeah.
Selling a gun like that? Wild. Anyway,
Oh, could it be the woman that was in the
the
roundabout?
neighbors of this old woman contacted my men.
Or
because
maybe
they
not.
trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the end.
Okay, probably not. No, yeah.
She was waving it around at people.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry.
Wow, you're
She's
so
an old
useful,
lady.
Everard.
How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
The pigs. What? Kuno S?
I, for one, find it refreshing.
What?
Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have.
Ooh.
Tonight, starting 10 o'clock,
Oh, come
near
on.
the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Huh. Yeah, but 10 p.m., come on. Ah, she will be there from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. Yeah, there's no other way to do it unless I don't involve Kim, but
More
yeah.
fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Did you order the hangman killed? I mean, it's superfluous at this point, but
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is.
Why
No one
are you
takes
so
the
fat?
initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
yeah, why are you so fat?
Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry,
Are much better at
much better
politics.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever heard what 2 giant Ceres hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
Yep.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it
Yes.
suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
Yeah.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off.
Yeah, but are you sure you have public opinion on your
or
side?
even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They
That
made a
is true,
huge
though.
mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah, everyone hates them. Except ultra-liberals, maybe. Which happens to be me.
Am I though?
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something?
I don't
Because
know.
We won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even
Okay.
the damn coffee maker. We're
Wow.
going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Hey, what's your tone, man? Language. The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
I mean, I don't know about that. She's kind of smart. Do you update on your phone computer? Did I update my phone software? No, I don't think so. I've gotta check later if you're talking about an Android, because I've got that.
What? Why are you telling me your plans?
Yeah.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want.
Oh, I
It
will.
won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
Do I usually do them? Yes, of course.
It's already happening.
Like usually, every update makes whatever app or OS worse than it was before, but yeah, I do them, otherwise stuff doesn't work.
How many of you guys are there in the union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
How are you going to find your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be
Fund.
flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
We can offer.
They probably changed something that you liked. That's what they do usually.
With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free.
I'm having trouble seeing the future without parasites if it involves you. Oh, really? Weird. Yeah. I understand. There's a thing that I found out, like my PC does, when it needs to update. Somehow, it goes super slow until you hit the update button and you decide to do them. The computer is just like, peace out, man. No, I don't want to do stuff today. And you have to do them. As soon as you do the updates, it's all cool. But until you do them, nah. That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly
Stupid.
legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Summer and Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about.
Uh-huh, sure.
Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg, isn't it? God, that sounds shady. Digging it, Everard. I have to say, I'm digging this part.
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries.
Yeah,
The
it may.
Devada's Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer, a shark.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Benefit is children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
No, I'm sure you don't.
But if I were to supply...
May I present Kuno to you?
Rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it. Drugs are a no-go for me. I'll report this. I have to admit, that's a well put together plan. I'm far removed from you. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay? Makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keeps it out of more dangerous hands. No, they're a no-no for
Yes,
me.
yes, of course.
Unbelievably boring fuck.
Please go ahead and also tell the Wild Pine.
Say 7 incredibly
I hear them
boring
squeal
things.
from the indignity.
Yes, of course. And while you're doing that, please go ahead and also tell the what. I will. I already told you. I want to hear them squeal from the indignity.
Nothing in his features betrays any concern.
Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
So is there a trade or isn't there? Go on. It would still be legal.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses.
And they need the
Models who want
drugs to
walk
do that?
catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth. And
not sure about
everyone's gonna
that
pull their
part.
weight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Ravachol there. Not enough flags or kings. Honestly, it's not my place to judge.
I mean, it kinda is. The problem is, then none of these answers really belong to my character. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing now. I guess, but I don't care about kings, but yeah.
Harry, the future I have in store for Martinez will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much. The crowns, the guns. I will even sing the skull and bones for you, my friend.
That's more like it.
Oh yeah, Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones on the Revacholian flag. The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah! The visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everett now. I guess.
Can I ask you about specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that.
Who's
He
Leonard?
loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big time mode.
I guess. Who killed the hangman?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, Give him a big fat kiss from
Haha,
everyone.
you
there.
bastard.
Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
How do you know it's a
I
guy?
don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist.
And what the...
Truth is, I simply don't know.
I don't see how the two relate. He really doesn't. Alright, yeah, I don't want to say the first one in case he, you know, just gets tipped on the thing, on the fact that I forged them. Oh, yeah. Well, it happens all the time. Sometimes someone sticks, you know? And that's when we're gonna have fun. And not in a sexual way as it sounded.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
I'm not on your side, buddy. Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Alright, I think this will bring us back to the questions we just had.
I'm always happy to
Yep.
educate and entertain.
Alright, that's it. I'm going to leave. Fuck you. Fuck you very, very much. Alright, so now we go back to Noid. I think. Let me check my journal here. Confront the pigs and get your... Oh, shoot. We actually have to wait until 10 p.m. But the problem is... Yeah, I don't think we can look for Ruby, offer figurines, take on la responsabilité. Yeah, I guess we can do that. If we go to Noid and contact the airship or whatever it was, yeah, I don't think it's gonna take us... How much do we need? Like 14 hours until 10 p.m. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna take us that long, but at least we can progress a little bit. That is, if it's not an ending. Because I mean, from what Noid said, it really seemed like it was an ending. Would you like to be symmetric? You know, your face, and also not symmetric, would you like to? I mean... It's not really something that matters to me. I mean, I know that we're not 100% symmetric, but I'm also not super asymmetric. So yeah, as long as you are not super weird, it's not a problem, no. Although, if I were Death the Kid from Soul Eater, then yeah, symmetry was really important to that guy. Have you ever watched Soul Eater? Oh wait, I could tell Joyce about Everard. Oh, it's a really cool anime. It's highly recommended from me. Although... No. He's like super into symmetry. And the funny thing is, his hair isn't symmetrical. And he's always bummed about that fact. But yeah, it's a really cool anime. The only problem with it is that it finished before the manga was finished. So the manga is 100 times better. Because they ended the anime kind of weirdly because they had to wrap it up. So I would suggest you watch the anime and then read the manga from when the anime left off. Because like, you don't have to read the manga up to a certain point if you watch the anime. I don't remember, honestly. I think it was like 21 volumes, and I think the anime adapts like 8 or 9, something like that. So yeah, it's from the same guy who's doing Fire Force, if you've heard about that.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of on the funny side, but it's a shonen, so they have a lot of battles, but the style is so cool. The whole horror Halloween atmosphere is so cool, and I really like the character designs. I think his name is the name of the mangaka is Atsushi Okubo, I think. And yeah, the dude is really, really talented. I don't know about that, but I think it probably is translated into French, because yeah, it got even an Italian dub, so probably it also has a French dub. I would assume, because it's so... At this point, it's pretty old. It's gotta be more than 10 years ago. So yeah, probably. Really, I can't tell Joyce about Everard. Can you tell me about the tattoo? Oh, I've been eating with Everard. Aha, I can. Yeah, no, I'm not totally sure, but oh, about Fire Force? Yeah, it's from the same. No, it's from the same guy. I was talking about Soul Eater. Soul Eater came first, and then Fire Force came years later.
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
Here.
Here? Oh no. What does that bloated hellbat want with my little cinder block town? No, don't tell me.
Well, it's not your
I don't want
town.
to know what he has in store for this place. Probably a statue.
A
It's
statue.
right? Giant statue of him. Or better yet, his twin brother. Practically the same thing, but makes him seem less like a psychopath.
Yeah.
He wants to build a youth center here. Yeah, for the
A
children
youth
of
centre
modern
with
days.
Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Oh, I didn't talk to the mega rich guy. Okay. She looks down the jetty, remorsefully. The humidity crawls under your skin. Your eyes track her gaze, past the net picker, toward the concrete square of the nameless village off the coast of Martinez. Close your eyes. The concrete plates cross the meat in an abstract shape. In them, small footprints, impressions left by rubber boots, small rubber boots.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop
I
him.
already have, madam. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
What size boots do you wear, madam?
What? 35, I think. Why? I have mutant's feet.
Mutant's
Very small.
feet, what? The prints are hers.
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He
Oh,
was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
Wait, you've been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers.
Hey, seems like you had a good
We
time.
told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
You would prefer something else, not a youth center.
First, there won't be a youth centre. Whatever he's told you, or the residents, there'll be something horrific, perhaps even worse than a statue. So, yes, I do.
Like what?
A fishery. I've been speaking with Lillian here. She gave me the idea. The infrastructure is all here, and with my connections, sadly, it's just one of the million things I'll never get round to. I just have to accept
Could
that
I
I'll
have
never be the
changed,
rich candy girl who goes around solving
Everard's
people's problems with
proposition?
money.
And, well, whatever.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidated fishing village.
She's more defensive about it than
Full
usual.
of ghosts and ancient memories.
Hey, nice.
Has this errand...
See,
lured
I
you?
told you, I was quite
Information.
sure at that, because, yeah, it's so popular. I think, yeah, every country has dubbed it at some point. But yeah, once again, it's really cool. The openings are phenomenal. The synced parts, of course. I mean the songs, and nice, man. Tell me what you think about it. And but yeah, when you have time, yeah, but maybe just hear it once. You know, I don't mean that you have to watch it every episode, but just the first time. And because they are really cool songs. And what else? Oh yeah, make sure to find on the internet. Oh well, but you said no. Forget about it. You said that you don't read manga, right? Because I was gonna say you should watch. You should try and find at what point the story splits from the manga and just read the manga after that. But if you don't, yeah.
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean?
No, okay.
This was for someone in the
Yeah,
army.
okay, then just watch the anime until the end. Just maybe once you are finished with it, if you like it, of course, and if you decide to watch it all the way through, once you're done, just maybe read a little summary of what happens in the manga, because it's way cooler than the ending they got for the anime. Referral, you mean? I take this was for someone in the RCM.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my.
Oh, you read the manga
Door.
yesterday. Which one was it? The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
I have to scare someone. It had to be done. I got information. It was useful to the case.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
Oh, really? But, yeah, what was it called? Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
He turns to you.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Relax, Kim.
The Union's militant wing organized the lynching. Everett says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead. Everett asked the Union's militant wing to fully cooperate with the investigation.
I guess... Everett says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union?
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary uses it to their advantage. Don't let him. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you the company's side of the story.
She must really want you to look into the drugs. Otherwise, she'd tell you. Maybe it would be better if I read the story. This final boss fake out she thought killed me, so now I'm free. A thing like that. Whoa, that's the name of the... Wow, okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's one of those newer mangas that have, insanely long titles. Okay.
Everett asked the Unions.
That's all I get to... Yeah, that's all I get to
Naturally,
say.
Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip
Ma'am, this whole thing is a takeover.
Takeover.
Takeover's time to put you down. Makeover, nothing's gonna stand in the way of my life.
Yes, it's not a strike. You aren't being let in because there's nothing to negotiate. The Union is taking the terminal.
Like Bofuri, Defense, yeah. There were a couple that people were making fun of on Instagram, I think. I don't remember, but like they were 15 words titles, and I'm like, bruh, what?
He has told me so in his own words. He's taking it. He'll also use the drug trade to finance the harbor.
Taking it.
She looks toward the colorful mountain of crates, like toy blocks rising above Mardenais. Green livery changing into red, blot by blot. Like a cancer of the blood, metastasizing.
Then we're talking about a war. Everard needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this.
He's ready for a war. They all are.
They most certainly are not. Crenell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship.
Yeah, no, just do this, man. If you start watching the anime, because, yeah, I think, I'm not sure about how many volumes, but I think, like, up until volume 8 of the manga, the anime is the same. So start watching the anime, and if you like the anime, look on the internet where it starts going into a different direction, and then get to that episode of the anime, and then continue with the manga. But yeah, as I said, start by watching the anime, because it's the same. The start of the story is the same in both the anime and the manga, so if you like it, then you can continue like that.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol West. It will take more than Crenell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men.
Well, they just might.
Make no mistake, man. I am sure you have the money.
Yeah.
The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do?
First, will this affect your decision-making process? It's not the RCM's job to make these decisions. The workers should have the harbor. Cut off the snake's head. Everard's pushing all this. It's a bluff. Call it. Have them open fire and see how long they last.
It will depend on the art style. Oh, yeah. I think you will like it. At least I do. It's super unique, you know?
Bring in everything you have and wipe them from the face of the earth. It's apocalypse o'clock. Time to commence the gloaming. I wish there was a disco option.
Well, first of all, will this affect your decision?
Everything affects the decision-making process, Detective.
Officer?
The look on the lieutenant's face conveys uncertainty. He doesn't even sound angry. For once, I don't seem to know what the right thing to do is.
I wish there was a disco
I'm
option.
afraid we won't disco our way out of this one.
Fuck.
She says, with considerable regret. The workers should have the harbor. I mean, yeah, I would say the most efficient of these options is taking out Everard.
Like the previous leaders of the Union were assassinated. I suspect by Everard and Edgar themselves.
She considers it.
I admit there's some poetry in the idea, and like poetry, it's also useless. There would still be Edgar.
Well, take out Edgar too.
The Union is them, and they are Martinez.
So, what are you going to do?
What will I do?
She says, slowly looking around. Her arms fall to her sides. Her spine relaxes.
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our talks?
No, ma'am. You said you would, one day.
It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400 years.
Why?
The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew, all they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return.
Oh,
2 did,
that's
but had
interesting.
lost their minds.
Each of those expeditions would have been led by an admiral. Sounds like a purge. Like she was purging her political rivals. I mean, yes, but she said, yeah, that she sent 8. 5 did not return. 2 had lost their minds, but then there must have been one surviving group, right? And to go to the Pale and survive, I kind of want to talk about these guys.
There was no precedent for such an undertaking. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both. Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry,
Called Volta do Mar, or Return from the Sea.
the 8th expedition returned sane and intact.
Yes.
They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her councillor,
Oh,
Dolores
that would
Day,
be
that the Pale
here.
had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
Huh. The air is cold and scented with petrichor. There are rain circles on water all round. Humidity crawls up your back like a piano trail. Put your hand in the rain. So does the lieutenant. His mouth is slightly open as he looks to the sky. And about the opening, yeah, sometimes I watch them completely, times I'm just listening it while playing because laziness. And when an opening starts, I give it a little try, then if I like it, I watch it totally. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. Just, yeah, you can just do that. Because I'm sure you'll love them. They're super cool. So now, whether I watch the opening. Yeah, you can you can go, so you go with the openings like you go with the series. If you like how it starts, then you keep going. The droplets feel warm, like spring rain.
This ocean.
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as
Huh.
islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God.
You've thought it a million times.
After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world
A
again.
total shift in human comprehension of reality. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Elysium. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen. 4 years later, the Queen's councillor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day,
Huh.
the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high.
Leaving us here. The great skua was the first bird they saw, and this was the last break we got. It's raining. Yeah, leaving us here.
On Caillou, the Pebble, the largest of the fertile uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later,
The great skua was the first bird they
the
saw.
first living autonomous organism. Proof of reality.
Huh, I guess
It's the
so,
symbol
yeah.
of Insulinde, detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune.
Which anime would you like to delete from your memory? But you still remember you shouldn't watch it. You mean an anime I'd love to forget so that I can watch it again? That's a tough one, honestly. I would probably no. Okay, so what do you mean exactly? Oh, an anime that I hate. Well, it's that's a difficult one too, because there's not many. I haven't watched many anime that I couldn't finish because I do a little bit of research first. Yeah. The only one I watched and like really wasn't for me. I just couldn't do it. And I dropped it after 30 episodes, I think, was Fairy Tale. I don't know why. It probably gets better after that, but my god, it was just so boring. So yeah, I would love to forget about that if it means, regaining back the time that I lost watching it. Yeah, you stopped at the first. It was the smart choice. Believe me, you made the smart choice. And I can't believe it goes for like 400 episodes. I don't know how many. Like, how can you watch all of that? It's such a drag.
Anyway, I seem to have it in for it. Or it for me. I broke one.
In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare.
The suzerain of seagulls.
And this was the last break we got.
The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. All in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. But here...
She spreads her arms.
There was no one but the Skua, the Liliat Seya, and the Blood Beach, and the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol, the suzerain.
Well done, suzerain. Nod. Now what happened? Look around.
Pollution, poverty, and the mercurial rise of capitalism.
Antokiel happy so much. I really want to punch face a stupid character because you can see it in one side. Oh yeah, Happy is like that, the kind of cat. Yeah. I totally forgot about his name and I was like, what? For a second, but then I remembered.
It's raining.
It is. Soon it will be spring and everything will blossom.
The gangs will run wild, jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
It sure is, but what can you do?
And what will you do, Joyce?
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
Is that within your means?
She puts her hand in the rain. She's silent for a
We
second.
will see.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation.
Yeah.
Next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
What happens will happen.
Okay, I guess. She takes the end in her rain-slick hand and starts untying the knot.
The age of capital has only begun.
Ooh.
I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground.
We?
She generally avoids that term with her employers. There are no employers. She's a member of the board. Probably a partner.
You are the Wild Pines. There are no employers.
You are the citizens' militia. There are no superiors.
She turns to you, rope in hand.
What? Of course I have superiors.
That's right, detective. And next time, you should confer with them before you go setting events in motion.
I'm sorry, Kemp.
I want to delete 7 deadly scenes from my head. Yes, but no. Because you see, up until, I want to say all of season 2, that shit was fire, as they say. It was really, really cool. But then after that is where problems start to happen. And now that you made me think about it, that's one of the few shows that I've dropped. After season 3, the animation was so bad that I haven't watched season 4. And I think there was also a season 5. I haven't watched that either. Worst 96 episodes, something like that, of my life. Yeah, no, the start was great, but then after that, eh. That's right, detective. And next time you should. Okay. No, you mean there isn't. Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, I haven't watched that final season then. Events are already in motion. Whether your actions accelerated or momentarily retarded their progress, even the lieutenant cannot really say.
Even after all this time, I still don't understand who you are or what your angle is. I answer for my own actions. I don't hide behind some faceless organization.
Number one, it's less of a confrontation.
I have not deceived you.
Confrontational.
I told you exactly who I was. Rejoice Layton.
But they started weird stuff. Yeah, and also, aside from that, even if there was something weird with the story and the characters, at least if they animated it properly. But no, they gave us really a shit show. And yeah, I won't stand for that. Bad animation, no sir, not on my watch.
You're going now? Oh, you're going now?
Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. And I've exhausted all my options from here.
Well then, understood.
Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
What bargain?
How far along is Prunell's investigation?
A confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps. As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves.
I would love to armor myself. I'm missing one piece though. And I want to punch Melissa so much.
Protect their
I
targets.
gotta be honest, dude.
Violence may be unavoidable.
I don't remember who
but we
Melissa
can limit
is.
the casualties.
Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties. When I started 7 Deadly Sins, I was like, wow, 7 demons, it can be cool. Yeah, it had so much potential. Oh, Meliodas, okay.
When will they make their move? Where?
Soon. I do not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see. They know I've been feeding you information.
But no, see, one thing that I couldn't forgive the studio that took over was the Meliodas and Escanor fight. It was supposed to be such a cool thing, and they turned it into a silly slideshow,
One
basically.
last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've
Yes,
given the matter
ma'am.
much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate the thought.
I know, because I too am insane.
Aha,
I
like
just hide
my...
my illness better. And I'm rich.
Yeah, that helps. That helps. But we are like-minded individuals, that's what you're saying. Isn't everybody a little insane? What do you have? How do you keep your shit together?
The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he crossed the Pale and discovered this Isola. The Vault of
Care
Omar.
to elaborate?
It's used by inter-Easlary travelers and other troubled souls, even to this day.
You could use a little of it yourself.
What do you have?
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year. I've got the longing, and I've got it bad.
She points to her heart. Man, Joyce has turned out to be quite a cool lady. I mean, I bet Harry would have loved to meet her during her younger days. And I also wanted to ask an anime you want to forget to rewatch it because it's so cool. Sometimes Alzheimer has something good to it. Yeah, I think the answer to that would be with something that has, you know, a suspense element to it. Because I mean, my favorites are Gintama and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but those, you really already know where everything is going, because it's a shonen, right? So, you know, the good guys win and the bad guys lose. So, there's no suspense there. It would probably be either Death Note, but more so than that, I would say Code Geass, probably, yeah.
Isn't everybody a little insane?
No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Nice.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
Goodbye, Joyce L. Messier. Goodbye, Rejoice Layton.
What? Oh, maybe you too. Yeah, that would be the one for you too. Yeah, because it's so good, man. The payoff for the finale is so great.
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
Who's they? The lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay, its white sails fluttering. With worry in his eyes, he does not know if it was the right thing to do, but he doesn't say anything. You wonder what Everard has to say about this. Slowly, the sails turn a grey-blue as more oxygen gets between you. There was one I really liked but don't remember the name. It's not Parasite. But is it similar? Like, yeah, why why are you mentioning Parasite? Is it similar to the anime you're referring to? Anyway, I might go back to Everett. Oh yeah, you totally forgot. Or you know, for... No, just Parasite is a good... Yeah, it's a really good one. Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say, maybe just for comedic purposes, if I wanted to have a good laugh, I would probably say, like, the first couple of episodes, well, the whole series actually, it's really funny. At least it was, when I watched it the first time as a teenager. Prison School. I mean, yeah, there's, maybe the ecchi part is a little much, but it was so funny, man. So yeah, probably if I wanted to have a good laugh, probably that one. Puri puri zun, I know prison. And the opening was actually quite good. Da 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 so dun 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 nigga zun 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 prison. Let me save this fucking game. All right, Everard.
So, the ship has sailed. Did you see it? I know
Yep.
you did. Tell me, what did it look like as it grew smaller and smaller when that mainsail dropped behind the horizon?
You know, I heard about it. If it wasn't that, especially I would like watching it. Ah, yeah. Hey, man, just do this. Like, lock your door, make sure nobody else is in the room, unless they have a strong sense of humor, and don't care about nudity and stuff like that, and watch it. It's really funny. Like, for real.
Did it look
Okay.
like a germ? Did it look like a piece of bacteria?
No, she looked like a queen.
Yes, it sort of did look like that, a bacteria growing smaller and smaller. No, it looked like a boat sailing away from the coast. No need to be overly dramatic. Yeah,
You wanted us to relay all this information to her.
The lieutenant gets in.
That this is a takeover? That I want a war?
yeah,
Alright,
that's
but
what you
also
said.
told her about the drug trade.
Yes,
They absolutely hate getting their hands dirty with that. You can kill 1,000,000 people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck.
Well, yeah. No, then No, yeah, then you can't really watch it in front of anyone else, in front of all the other people. No, you can kill a million people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck.
Now I know why you've been so forthcoming. So this was your plan all along, for me to relay this information to her. How do you know she left?
Harry, I bunked her cabin. I bunked her
Oh,
whole
good
base.
night, man.
I had
Bye bye.
cameras surveying
Thank
her
you
base.
for stopping
Hell, I
by.
even wanted to bug that thermal cap, but my boys advised against it.
Harry, I bugged their cabin, I bugged their whole boat. Wow, okay. They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
So you've been listening to our conversation all the time?
Not me personally. I had guys recording and processing this information for me.
The Hardy Boys.
Hell no! They'd fuck it up.
Ah, yeah.
They can't do anything right. I mean my real boys. My special task force boys.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi.
So this was your plan all along.
Harry, I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react so strongly.
But you did want me to relay the info to her.
I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories from inside the harbour. It's scarier this way. Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up.
Now I know why you've been so forthcoming.
No, Harry. What we have is real.
Ugh.
We're working men.
Sure.
This here is real.
I mean, I don't want to sound weak, so I wouldn't want to use number 4 or number 5. But number 6 makes it seem like I enjoyed it. Isn't there an okay, fuck you option? I would prefer that. I guess that's wild how you got me to do all that
Harry,
stuff.
you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself.
She told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the insulin.
Of course she did. Rich people have the best stories about all the interesting things they've done and seen, all the beautiful places they've been to. It's just sentimentalism. She can afford to be sentimental, and she can afford to lose as well.
Alright, but she said she's insane, like me.
She's not insane. What did she tell you?
His expression betrays extreme skepticism.
She told me she's over-radiated from pale transit. She has this sentimentality and longing about her.
No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective.
I've actually walked the path of sobriety for a while now, you fat fuck. Oh, fuck off. I don't drink more than everyone else. That's actually good advice, I might. No, I've actually walked the path.
I can see that, Harry. Alcohol has left its marks, but you're doing better than when I first saw you. Rich man is shitting himself. The working class sober.
You used my intellectual curiosity against me.
Against you? Oh, Harry. I'd like to think I used it for you.
It was interesting. No arguing against that.
So what's going to happen now?
What was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners, and says they need to distance themselves from this nasty business before the big shit spinner splashes everyone. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire.
You could have just told me, I would have been on board. Damn, Everard. I was hoping I'd somehow get to fuck you over in the end, not the other way around. But it's war fealty to her. She was my beautiful lead, I guess. I have a bad taste in my mouth. You better make sure this ends up saving lives. Look, I just want to do police work.
I mean, I was hoping I'd get to fuck him over in the end. Telling him, though, that's not gonna play out like I want. I guess you better make sure this ends up saving lives.
That it will, Harry. That it will.
Ah, of course.
As to the bad taste, please, you're not a sommelier. You're a cop. You knew something. Something big. And you wanted to see what happens when you tell someone. So you told her. Anyone who's ever been close to power will tell you. Inside information is the sweetest thing in the world. It's better than money. It's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind. It's the ticket to history.
I don't know about that, my man.
My thoughts exactly. No. That makes sense when you word it like that.
No.
Right on, Harry. What you did was participate in history. When history calls, you have to pick up. You had no choice. None of us ever do. A hard disco cop like you, I knew you weren't one to resist temptation.
You know what, detective? I am going to leave this out of my reports, and I suggest you leave it out of yours too.
Just look at the three of us. The three careless boyaderos. Good times, good times.
So what the fuck now?
Now we let bygones be bygones because there's work to do. For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you came here, so let's have it. What can I help my best friend and comrade with today?
Nothing, bye.
And honestly, I don't really feel all that defeated, you know? I think it's not that bad of a thing that this is happening. Because yeah, like the game said, the events were already in motion. I think this will probably, lead to an eventual war against the two factions. But I don't see that as, something bad. Just, of course. You could say, war is bad, of course. But they were gonna have it either way. Now, since Everard has presented himself as the bastard that he is, this may help Joyce, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know whose side to be on, honestly, because no one is really on the people's side. And that's the real problem here, I think. Neither Wild Pines nor Everard care about the workers' actual... oh shit. The door seems to be locked, conclusively. Ah well. And here I thought I could show my returns on the investment. I wonder if it's because it's day 6 or there's some other reason. How do I get to that? Oh, okay, I see. Alright, we can open it with our Kvalsund. So, let's go do that. Harry, please, there's a door. Thank you, Harry. Go down, go down. Yes. Will he have anything new to say? No. Alright, so... we can go all the way around. I'd love to find a brush to decorate the wall, but I wouldn't know where to start looking, honestly. We might... I might go over all the white shacks that I have on my list, just to see what we have left behind. Hi, Kuno S. We can go inside. I wonder if Kuno's dad has sobered up. And the answer is nope. Nope.
Ah, but I can say, I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from his sleeping body. Well then. Hey, he'll sleep it off. He'll just wake up to find that no drugs are in the apartment, and he'll change his mind and his ways of living, you know? Oh, it was just 75 cents. Cool. I wonder if there's anything else. Nah, the old lady here. Nah. Okay, let's check the checks. Alright. Men from Helmdall series. Pain threshold. Sleeping dock worker. Physical instrument. This was at the Whirling. Washerwoman. Suggestion legendary. Really? Was I not done with her? Shelf of crime novels. Alright. Measurehead. But like trash container, or the door, and felled mural. Now I'm starting to have some doubts. Because I mean, we already... What's this? We already tried getting the option to punch Measurehead again, and it wasn't there. I don't know. Let's see if the other checks are there, and then that would mean that I'm just missing something. But yeah, the checks are so few now, I think we might actually just be able to do them all. Open up. So the man from Helmdall would be here. Yeah. Helmdaller fan. Quick save. Why not? Oh, what the hell? Double one? Come on. I won't stand for it. What was it? Physical instrument? No, pain threshold. Pain threshold, let's see. Something that might help us. Physical. +1, but I don't want to take off the armor. Hey, the scarf is good. Alright, I think... Oh, +1 the pants. Pretty cool. Okay. Oh, I was still going for physical... Oh, well, whatever. Success. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
What is it?
Your hand reaches toward the book with the glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Helmdall, in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Helmdaller man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There is also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. It's symbolic of vice and sin. Oh, I have to buy it. I guess.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Yeah. And I have so little money for a reason. Then what else? Sleeping dock worker. No, the woman. Shelf of crime novels. Trash container. Ward the door. Ward the door. in the library? Oh well. Looks like Guillaume Le Millon, that hair poster. What? Hair poster. Hey, reaction speed. Okay. I got points. No, which one? Reaction speed. I'm blind. Oh, okay, there it is. Quick save again. 83%. Oh, come on. You're doing this on purpose, game. You really are. There's no way. Are you seeing this? Come on, I don't want to have to equip something else. It's 83%, it's high enough. Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic, Hard-Boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy, full of contradictions. No, it's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere?
Yeah, I'm pretty intense. I'm all about the dark stuff. No, that's not it either.
It is because the smoking dame. Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard on?
Oh, right, that's definitely it. What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious. Relax, it's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
No!
Casually adjust your pants.
Kim, would you describe this woman as a smoking dame?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and contemplates the book for a moment.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Oh, she is. Let's take this for scientific purposes.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Oh, I will. Now, if you'll excuse me, Kim, I have to go to the bathroom.
Let's see, what else? Warded door. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be in here. Right? Is it this one? Nope. Warded door. Am I gonna need a flashlight now? Yep. Kim is gonna be a little bitch again and tell me, hey, you know, it would be so much better if you had a flashlight. I know. Thank you. Warded door. Doesn't it provide any more information? Because I mean, yeah, it's right where the library is, so probably. But this is this is the dice maker. Can I just zoom out and try to this gets us to the basement, yeah. And it's not this. Yep. I'm a little lost on that, honestly. Let's actually go for the other ones. Unless, yeah, this is just the power source. Yeah, the breaker box. No. Alright. Mm. Okay. Oh, I actually gained a new thought, I think. Yeah, the Insulindian miracle. I want to see... Okay. No, not this. Come on. Alright. Temporary research bonus. None. Oh. Let's see. Plus 3 shivers. Plus 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Learning cap for perception. Yeah, I guess the volumetric shit compressor could go. Let's figure out this check thing first. So we never know. We might need to spend those points. The trash container, right? Was one of them. Open the lid again. Yeah, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. And then... what am I supposed to do? Look under the boxes. Used to what? Dumpster diving, there further. Pick up the rags. Search the food waste. Close the lid. I'm a little perplexed. Isn't this trash container physical instrument legendary? No, I really don't know what to do. Let's see if the sleeping dock worker is still there. Wasn't it this guy? Yeah, I think some checks remain open even if they are not available anymore. Yeah, there's nobody else here. Yep. Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's also check with the washerwoman. If she doesn't have anything to say about this supposed check, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And yeah, just what's the other thing we have to do? Contact the coalition. Yep. So here we go. Wait, where am I going? I don't want to go on the pawn shop's roof. Thank you very much, Harry. Okay, almost there.
Hey, woman. There you are.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the
Tell me about
waves don't keep you up at
yourself.
night.
What's further
What
down the
can I
coast?
help you
What's in this
with?
fishing village? Yeah, see?
What more do you want to know? Yes, a lullaby my mother, like I said, is an old children's song. You don't have to like it.
Yeah, no, sorry, I do like
A
it.
lullaby my mother.
Sounds
yes,
nice, okay.
it does. Just this is not much. Something.
So, they don't hold...
No, we've tried. But
Yep.
me, now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there.
Yeah, no, see? I think some checks are just there and never go away, even if you can't access them anymore. So I guess we're good, actually. Because let me think about it. We can't access this, and neither of these two. I can't seem to find any checks near the trash container. I don't know where the door is. I suppose it's the one in the library, and we already, did our business with it. The only one is the felt mural, which we're gonna get to in just a second. Let me just go here, save game, just in case. And then, clothes. Yeah, why not?
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Okay, now I'm ready. Let's contact Archer.
The rest of the crew has got to stay here. Can't afford to let the beat drop right as we're getting off the ground.
Much love to my hardcore and brothers.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Try to squeeze in a promo spot while you're on air. We've got to start putting the word out.
Oh, yes, of
Right
course.
across the waterlock. At least we're getting our exercise in today.
You can grab that amplifier off
Oh,
the
come
front,
on.
and you start spooling up those cables. Maybe we can get it all in one go.
Oh, we're gonna be taken there by the game. Oh, nice. Okay, we're hooked up to the car, to the engine. Oh, we're using this antenna, of course. Maybe not? No. It's running all the way to... Oh, to the statue. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Whoa, be careful, Noid.
Just plug that in there, would ya?
It's done. I believe we are ready.
The lieutenant wipes his brow.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets, both of ya. I've got it rigged so that we can all listen, but only your cop talk will broadcast. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on, so be prepared for anything.
Okay.
Trick is to keep transmitting your request until the big bad acknowledges ya. You got that?
Until who?
Wait, what if they never acknowledge me?
Honestly, that might be for the best. Like I said, the signs coming off this whole project are seriously uncharted. Don't know how much juice we've got, so we better get to it. You ready?
Yes.
Good. We're live in 2, 1...
A soft rustling between your ears. A winterscape with fast falling snow.
Where's the sound coming from?
Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused by scattered thunderstorms over Ozon.
Hey, little man, we're waiting on ya.
What should I say? Coalition Warship Archer. This is RCM Officer Tequila Sunset. Please acknowledge. Well, Harrier Dubois. Please acknowledge.
Damage morale. Is there anybody there? The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. Nervous for who, though? You cannot say.
Give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer. This is Lieutenant Dubois. Please acknowledge.
Nein, Liebling. Unseren Jungen. Nach Vredefort. Einem dieser Dinger.
Hello, Archer. Do you acknowledge why you're speaking German?
Marianne mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr Seid auf einem Luftschiff aus Grad zurückgekommen, halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner Rückkehr einem Fremden zusammenzuleben. Whoa, what did I do? Something about her son going to Bradford on an anesthetic to see some psychologists? Or maybe the psychologists are saying it's normal to have feelings for strangers? Foreign languages were never your strong suit.
No, wait, I think we're getting some anthroponetic crosstalk.
Ah. Well, keep listening.
Liebling, bitte.
Ist unser einziges Kind. Kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
Keep trying.
Akademie?
We'll get through these
Akademie?
radio spookers eventually.
Yep.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois. If you're there, Archer, please acknowledge.
Again.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois. Do you acknowledge?
Wait, what? A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words, directed at you, but not you.
Kim, don't clog my connection. It's really coming down. Now that you mention it.
Mention what?
It's cold, like you just
I
said.
didn't say anything, detective.
Oh, well, that's nice then.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Oh, these are past conversations. An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
Are you going to tell me that you didn't say that either? Maybe it's your twin brother?
I can assure you it's not my twin brother, though it certainly does sound like me.
The lieutenant seems to wince at the sound of his own voice.
Must be anthroponetic crosstalk. It's the only explanation.
So your partner's haunting himself, trying to wall him off his current path, most like.
It's eerie for certain, but also harmless.
Yeah.
I just wish I could remember what I was talking about.
Pale? Pale, pale, pale. Seems to be missing from your records.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Roy said this transceiver came with some kind of signal purifier. Maybe we should turn that on?
Maybe we should try again later. So what can we do? Yeah, no. Roy said that this transceiver came with some kind of
Is that
signal
what
purifier.
this switch does? I'll flip it now.
Someone has been maintaining it.
The lieutenant's voice suddenly grows faint and distant, as though he were speaking from a passing motor carriage.
Sounds like the de-spooker worked. Lucky break. Now give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer, do you acknowledge? This is Lieutenant Dubois.
Warship Archer, are you there? Lieutenant Dubois, please acknowledge.
Archer, this is Lieutenant Dubois. Can you hear me?
Bad news. Even with the de-spooker flipped, the signal is still too weak to get down with.
Well then,
What can we do?
Don't know. If we can't get around the interference, we're in deep trouble. Hold on. I think Ed gave me some sort of checklist.
and you're just thinking about it now?
Says here, main step, volume to the max.
No, it's volume to the max.
Okay. It also says, inspect connections for
Hardcore clarity.
Let's try that.
How am I supposed to inspect the connections?
My guess, you climb up the Centaur, man. See if there's anything obviously interfering with them.
I got another guess. You climb up the Centaur, man.
This isn't exactly your area of expertise, though.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Something about this setup seems dimly familiar, but you'll be damned if you know what you're supposed to do about it.
But what if I sleep and fall?
Maybe you break an arm, maybe you break your neck.
Oh,
Could go either way, honestly.
cool.
But that's what the
I could also do a somersault and land on my feet.
Don't worry about it for now.
But I don't know what I'm doing.
It's gotta be you. I'm manning the decks down here.
Kim, get up there. Okay, let's do this.
This is gonna go so wrong. Alright. Easy, Harry. Slow and steady wins the climb, I guess. Come on. Just a little bit more. There we go. Do I have to get on top of the horse, or is there... Oh, that probably is the interference, right? No? Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. I don't know about that. We're wearing the armor, so it's gotta be... Well, it's ceramic. But ceramic against metal, I don't know how much of a grip that gives you. This feels pleasingly familiar. Okay, it skipped the other text for some reason. Oh yeah, we gotta get on top of the horse. Okay, okay.
I'm sorry, King, whatever your name was. Okay, let me put my ass in your face. There we go.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing, man? Why are you standing? So, you don't exactly cut a lightsome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument. Why the hell did I get a blow to morale? That performance was, frankly, an embarrassment.
That was pretty bad. I hope nobody saw it.
No, I'm not gonna say it, because it's gonna hurt me even more. Examine the connections. The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse, a copper feather it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obviously no one has cleaned it in years.
What's it look like?
The whole statue is covered in weird oils. I don't think it's good for the connections.
That's not good. We should have cleaned the centaur man first. Pretty rude that we didn't. Hang on. I'm looking at...
I mean, how could we have managed that before anybody got suspicious?
Bend antenna. Narrow is the hardcore way. That make any sense to you?
What are we supposed to use to bend the antenna?
Says here, muscle style.
What good is that supposed to do?
Good question. Maybe he's saying we're casting too wide a net. Gotta narrow our receiving band so we pick up the big bad without the spookers.
I guess.
Since you're already up there, I say you should do
Yeah, of course. Ooh. Hey. Nice. The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. There's no turning back now. Solid grip, signal purifier engaged. I don't know if I should look at stuff, because it might take away some of the bonuses, but let's look at Philip III. You are face to face with Philip III. The Bronze King looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted. Not intentionally, it's a matter of perspective. The king was never meant to be seen from such an angle as you've attained. His imperious gaze leads you naturally to his outstretched hand, which for some reason strikes you as sadly empty. You can't help but feel that saber you picked up might just give this old king a little more panache and better reception. Come on, kings and sabers are so played out, there's a better way.
Wait, what's this better way?
Why not arm the good king's valiant steed instead? There seems to be just enough room between its teeth there.
That's brilliant.
Put the saber between the horse's teeth. That's a little too out there. Put it in the king's hand. Keep it to yourself. I mean, I would like to keep it, but, you know, I'm not gonna lie. A statue of a horse holding a saber would be pretty cool. Hey. To your surprise, the saber slides snugly between the horse's bared teeth.
There is no way that is going to make any difference.
Shut up, Kim. I know what I'm doing.
It helps.
Hey, see? Saber actually does help. Nice. Look at the horse. The faithful steed cuts a dashing figure with the replica saber between its teeth. Look up. The sky is grey and overcast. Somehow, the raindrops seem to fall more slowly from this angle. Through the scrim, you can just make out the shadow of Coalition warship Archer a few kilometers to the east. Look down. A few of the idle lorry drivers and strike breakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else. From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
Alright, attempt to narrow the receiving mode manually. Hey, success! Nice going, Harry. Whoa.
Easy. Easy, it's gonna snap. Your grip is firm, yet controlled. The swelling in your headset guides your hands as much as your hands guide the bronze horse head. It's almost like you're hearing through the horse itself.
Looks like it's working. Keep going. Just a bit more.
What do you mean, just a bit more? Am I to sever his head off?
9, Liebling.
The signal is clear. The storm has passed. This is another voice, a light voice, on the other end of this invisible bridge you've established.
Right now.
Coalition warship Archer. This is Lieutenant Dubois of the RCM. Please acknowledge.
Lieutenant Dubois.
Hey!
Coalition warship Archer.
Nice.
We are acknowledging and accepting it.
There it is. The big bad. Now be quick. I'll keep us alive as long as I can.
No worries, Noid. There is so much you wish you could ask. Your efforts have bought you some time, but you can't forget what you're really here for.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
What does Revachol look like from up there? Who am I speaking with? What does the moral intern really want? When is real democracy coming to Revachol? Oh, can I... I can't save. Because I actually want to ask everything, but I know the connection might drop. Let's just ask one question here and then proceed. I guess.
What does the moral intern really want?
A very important question with a very simple answer. We want humanity to endure. Beyond that, it may be said that we are the inheritors and stewards of Dolores Day's legacy.
Dolores Day. So beautiful.
Dolores Day. She was really beautiful, right? Right, and the legacy is... She was really beautiful?
Oh, incomparably so. But that isn't what made her so remarkable.
Not true. Her beauty was like the glowing coil on a hot stove, and yet you felt blessed to touch it. See, that's what I mean. I don't understand whenever there's Dolores involved. And, like, I don't know, Harry's emotions are like, yeah, she's so beautiful, she's so cool. When you saw her, when you touched her, and it's like, what? She's been dead for, what is it, 1,000 years or so? I don't know.
She was the greatest innocent, the single most consequential being to have ever lived. Her legacy touches every aspect of modern life.
Right, and the legacy is...
Immeasurable. It includes interstellar travel, 3 scientific revolutions, humanism, internationalism, the welfare state, and balance of terror theory. Nothing less than the intellectual foundation of our modern order. The role of the Moralist International is twofold: to buy humanity sufficient time to perfect itself, and to patiently guide it along the road while protecting it from ideological highwaymen and eschatologists.
Huh. This is all pretty cool, but once again, I don't know if the connection is gonna drop.
In what sense is the moral intern the steward? Who are the highwaymen and eschatologians you mentioned? Where does the RCM fit?
What is this balance of terror theory?
It's an elegant idea, one of the cornerstones of the modern era. In short, it holds that durable, lasting peace is possible when the major powers are capable of inflicting unacceptable and irreversible destruction upon one another.
Pretty cool, yeah. That is the way to go. That's basically like, yeah, the opposite of what Metal Gear likes to, that likes to strive towards. Where they're like, we should not have any nukes because it's, of course, really bad. And this lady is like, yeah, we should be able to inflict unspeakable horrors upon each other so that we won't do it. It's a nice deterrent, isn't it? Until it's not anymore.
Because no rational state is willing to accept the risk of such a calamity befalling its own.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Escalate conflict before they reach the point of no return.
Yeah, I mean, and we're seeing it now. It doesn't seem like they're so willing to de-escalate anymore.
And has it worked? Yeah, but what if states aren't rational?
A state is like any other living thing. It wants to survive and grow. A state that doesn't value its own existence is not a state at all.
Well, yeah, we can discuss semantics all you want, but if one of the states were batshit crazy, it might rope all the others into an all-out war.
What awaits us at the end of the road?
Yeah, because I mean, once again, I would like to ask all of these, but I don't know if we have the time, so
what awaits us at the end of the road?
Let us answer your question with a question. Have you ever seen evening fall over the old town of Responsabilité?
What? Maybe. I've been forgetting things lately. No, I haven't.
The heart of the city, the old town, is a district composed of weather marble, comprising thousands of columns and arcades arranged around a series of grand plazas.
Oh,
during the day,
seems really cool.
It's a beautiful sight, equal to any of the great cities of Pericarnassus.
I swear, if we finished our time with them and we haven't told them about the little hole in the universe, as soon as we come down the horse, Kim is gonna run after us. We're just gonna have to be like, no, Kim, please, I'm sorry.
But as the sun sets, the shadows cast by those columns and arcades weave together to form an intricate ombre lattice. When you see it, you suddenly understand. It was all built for you, for this very moment.
The name Advesperashit means evening comes.
Built for me?
For you, for all of humanity. Not only that, but you are also part of that centuries-long plan. When you cross one of the open plazas, your own shadows is effortlessly woven into the great lattice work, a deliberate synthesis of humanity, art, and the natural world.
Beautiful, if it's actually as you say.
Yes, it is. We grew up there. We have seen the lattice with our own eyes.
Dolores Day was crowned there, wasn't she?
She was. There are even those who say
she's so pumped to talk about Dolores.
Or that it was built in preparation for her, centuries before her arrival. That's why the old town is sometimes called the ceremonial heart of humanity. Of course, such a city does not spring from nowhere, nor does it endure without effort. Its construction was the work of many generations, and its preservation is an equally monumental responsibility.
How much time does humanity need to achieve its potential?
About 3,000 years.
Huh. I see you've done the math.
She really had that on the tip of her tongue. It's like she has the timeline laid out right in front of her eyes. In front of her.
That sounds like a very long time. That sounds like an impossibly long time.
3,000 years is just a blink of an eye. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I would say 3,000 years is just a blink of an eye. We need much more than that.
Of course, the number 3,000 represents the average of a great number of projections. The actual number might be closer to 3,250 or even 3,300, depending on the contingencies. It is in all senses the most moderate and reasonable projection possible based on current science.
See, I'm conflicted here. Like, I don't know. What should I do? I don't know if I can ask all of these. You know what? I think it's time to look it up on the internet. It's like, yeah, other stuff I don't care about. I'm not gonna search it up. But this, I just want to know if I can ask all the questions or if I'm gonna be punished for my curiosity. So, this is a warship Archer, right? Yeah. Let me check. Coalition warship Archer. You won't be able to save in the middle of it. Let's see. Oh, come on. Now it's opened a whole walkthrough. I just want to know if I can ask the questions or not. You finally have a clear connection, but it won't last for long. Depending on the quality of your antenna, you'll get to ask between 2 and 4 questions, including asking about the committee. So you can take the opportunity to learn more about the coalition and the moral intern if you want, or you can jump right to the task at hand. If you run out of time, then you lose the connection to the warship and you miss out on the end of the task, but you still get the full reward. Okay. Okay, yes, so, well, between 2 and 4 questions, but does that mean the questions over here, or does it also count the questions within the question? Yeah, I don't wanna risk it, you know? Let's just do this.
Listen, I really need to reach the Committee of Responsibility.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the liaison for public affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
She seems very satisfied by this answer. Come on, man. Clean and sober, discovered the strange anomaly. Not boring, normal. History of prank calls. Are you for real? Superstar's ego won't let the past go. Oh, come on. 3%?
Actually, I was hoping you could patch me through to the committee directly.
We're afraid that is quite impossible, Lieutenant Dubois.
What do you mean?
We cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with that responsibility. We are simply the second signaler.
I get it. So the real power is even higher up.
That is the nature of the command pyramid, yes. Most modern organizations work in a similar way.
You're getting out-tangled by the big bad. Time to try something else.
Well, what if I need to reach the committee a bit sooner?
Not a problem. If this is a time-sensitive matter, you may file an emergency address request with the liaison for public affairs. They typically respond within a few weeks.
Come on, this is never gonna work. Oh my god. Can I just... Oh, I can only... Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. 8%. I can't change my clothes, obviously, right? Yep. Come on.
We're afraid that is quite impossible. We cannot transfer you to the committee.
Listen, I'm begging you, please, just let me through. Archer, are you there?
We're here, Lieutenant. Though we have to say, this is all quite out of sequence.
You're getting out-tangled by the big bad.
Fuck.
Time to try something else.
And of course, I also healed. Of course. What part of need to reach the committee doesn't she understand? Time to lay it all out.
You aren't listening. I've got an urgent personal matter to discuss with the committee.
A loud sigh fills the channel.
We will hear your request, Lieutenant Dubois. Although we must inform you that the committee does not typically intervene in personal matters.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
This partner of mine, he's really been riding my ass. The thing is, I can't remember anything.
Wait, why am I talking about this?
So, you're experiencing acute memory loss. We don't see how this is the committee's business.
Good God, here we go.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the prodigious quantities of drugs and alcohol I consumed. Pretty sure it has to do with something I lost.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why am I talking about myself?
We're afraid we don't understand at all. What does this something have to do with your lost memories?
I really prefer... Oh, it's because I'm fudging it, because I fumbled the throw. Okay.
I had it, but now I don't, and I don't know it now. I really prefer to speak with the committee directly.
Unfortunately, we cannot accept your request. We really have no idea what you're talking about. But we are quite sure it is beyond the purview of the committee of responsibility. Now, please excuse us while we update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4...
Fuck
3,
you. Quick, hang up on her first. Say nothing, disconnect before she clears the line. I mean, I guess. And the line goes quiet.
There, you really showed her.
Showed her what, though? The lieutenant gives a long sigh as he removes his headphones. He looks up at you.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, detective. Your real work is done here.
Just give me a minute.
There's a damp cold running up the insides of your thighs. Your legs have grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. The strikebreakers are still shouting their slogans and waving their hand-painted signs. Beneath you, the lieutenant and the speed freak have begun disconnecting a few cables. There's really no point. You're beginning to feel like the little child who refuses to come down off the carousel. Climb down.
That time. You grab that amp, forget the cables. Need to leave some evidence of our antenna to inspire future generations.
What's one more trip across the waterlogged?
But man, that sucks. Come on.
Well, Cop name, we've repaid the favour. Guess it cements the Cop hardcore alliance.
Yeah. No, no one said that, egghead.
We're still hardcore music venue organisers, first and foremost, but maybe this does make us pillars of the local community.
I would never let my hardcore brothers down. It's been good working with you, gentlemen.
Sure, you have to say that now. But it's alright. I'll put this tech away later. Think there's an extra can set, in case you want to grab a souvenir or something. Don't think anyone will miss it.
Oh, specialist grade headset. What does it do? +2 inland empire in your own head. -1 reaction speed. Say that again? Okay. I'm being a little silent because I'm thinking about reloading. Because I mean, come on. Yeah, I want to see that through. I'm just gonna have to equip something that helps me with empathy, I guess. Everything I can. +1. Minus no. +1. Logic, suggestion, logic, reaction, endurance, composure. +1, empathy. Okay, I think that's all. But I have a -1 from the caress. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove it. Physical instrument shivers. Yeah, physical instrument, why not? Okay. Quick save.
Yo, man.
Okay, I'm ready. Yep.
Good luck,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Back across.
Yeah,
You can grab that amplifier, officer. And you start spooling
And
up
you
those
can grab my
cables. Maybe we
dick.
can get it all in one go.
Come on. I did it so fast it didn't even load the stuff. Yeah, we get it. Come on. Come on. Yes. The cables go all the way to the statue. Let's hope it works this time.
Just
Yep.
plug that in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's done.
As ready as we're gonna be. Grab
At this
one of these
point, I'm gonna
cans,
ask something
both of
else.
ya. I've got the rigs up. No
Just
idea
so we
we're
have
gonna
some new
wheel up,
dialogue.
turn this thing on.
What if they
Honestly, I know how
never...
much juice we get.
Yes. Where's the sound coming from?
No man, we're waiting on ya.
Harriet Dubois, of course. Is there anybody there?
Give it another.
Uh-huh. Keep listening.
Keep trying. Again.
What are you saying? It's your twin brother.
It's
Roy?
Is that what this?
Someone has been meant.
Sounds like the these. Bad news. Don't know. Says it, Mike.
Someone has been.
Okay, but I don't know what I'm doing. What if I slip and fall? Let's do this. I just hope there isn't any other type of check after that, and I mean a different one, like not an empathy one. That would be a problem. And I'm gonna have to heal again because I suck at climbing. Alright. Yeah, heal. Examine the connection.
Well, what's it look? Let's not. Hang on. I'm looking at X check. It says here. Since.
Okay, look at Philippe. What's the better way? That's brilliant.
There is no.
Every bit.
The horse. Whoops. Look up. Look down. Alright. Bending the horse's head again. Alright.
Looks like it's. Try it now.
Lieutenant Dubois.
Okay, finally.
There it is.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
Okay, so I guess when is real democracy coming to Revachol?
We can assure you, it is coming as soon as possible.
Within my lifetime.
Oh, most likely. Though, of course, it depends on the contingency.
What do you mean, contingencies?
You must understand, the moral intern is responsible for ensuring the continuance and flourishing of mankind for the next 3,000 years. The planning division must account for a great many possible outcomes and chance events. Fortunately, we have contingency spreads to help guide our decision making. Of course, there is no one spread that can reasonably account for all these possible events. But at least we're able to prepare for the most likely eventualities.
Wait, how do these contingency spreads actually work?
It's not really our area of expertise, but we can try to explain. Picture a smooth hill made from fresh dirt. Now, if you stand atop this hill and put a glass of water over it, what will happen?
I won't have any water. The water will run down the hill.
Yeah, because it's... yeah, no, if it's fresh dirt, then it would just absorb the water, right? If it was dry, the water would run down, probably.
You're thinking about this metaphor too literally. The point is that we know only that the water will
Okay, no, I stand corrected.
Of course it will take. If we place a rock in the water's path, will it divert to the left or to the right? We cannot say.
It would split.
But we may predict which way it might run in either event. That is the essence of the idea. You might also imagine these spreads as a kind of tree, with every juncture representing a different event, and every branch representing a different timeline.
You're saying the Moral Lantern uses contingency spreads to see the future?
Not exactly. No one can know the future. But with contingency spreads, it is possible to predict what the future realities might reasonably look like. But we shouldn't overstate their importance. They are simply one of many tools used by the Moral Lantern to set policy.
So where does Ravachol fit into these contingencies?
That's impossible to say. It may be that Ravachol has a great role to play, or no role at all. That is the nature of contingency. You must understand, when we speak of contingency spreads, we are talking about the most fantastically complex data visualization human beings
No,
are
I
capable
get
of.
that, but I asked you a question.
From elections
Like,
and wars to natural disaster or scientific miracles.
even counting the worst contingencies possible, when is it gonna happen?
It may be the case that, under certain scenarios, Ravachol is vitally important, as it was during the collision landings in '08. It may also be the case, in many other equally plausible scenarios, that Ravachol is simply another once great city, like countless others throughout history.
History loves to rhyme. I'll bet Ravachol has its day again. Yeah, this is definitely a place whose time has passed.
Oh yeah, it'll have its day again.
Perhaps, perhaps not. Could the Pericarnassians have foreseen the role Ravachol would play in events to come? In truth, history only appears to rhyme because we cannot perceive events in their full complexity. For this reason, responsibility for developing contingency spreads is only assigned to highly trained analysts working with advanced radio computers and a steady
Yo,
supply of
listen to the OST.
Okay, but I still want to know when real democracy is coming.
Yeah, see, that's the question.
How do I access my personal contingency spread?
Of course. While the content of individual contingency spreads is deeply classified, many degrees beyond our access, everything we have heard from the Provisional Commission indicates that the transition is proceeding according to the appropriate time.
Does that mean democracy is here?
Well, not yet. Right now, it's more like a simple seed, buried out of sight.
I met a gardener earlier, but then she turned out to be a lawyer. She involved somehow. Now, what are you talking about?
The first phase of democratization. Soon, the people of Ravachol will vote for slates of candidates who will make up the Transitional Advisory Council that will oversee the second phase of democratization.
What's this Transitional Advisory Council?
The council is modeled after similar bodies developed in a number of transitional democracies. Its role is to devise and shape the future institutions of Ravacholian democracy, according to local conditions.
Local conditions, in this case referring to incompetence, graft, and violence.
Once elected, council members will even have the opportunity to join one of several officially sanctioned political wings, depending on their ideological beliefs and policy preferences.
What do these wings represent?
A very important question. The wings are carefully selected to represent a wide spectrum of political thought. Typically, there's a liberal technocratic wing, a social democratic wing, and even a conservative populist wing. You wouldn't believe some of the ideas they express, but a vibrant and free political culture requires that all perspectives be given voice, even those many may find objectionable.
Uh-huh. See, now, yeah, this is a little weird because I've been asking a ton of questions. So, who knows? Maybe when the guy said that we could have asked between 2 and 4 questions, yeah, they were really referring to the first ones.
Who picks the slates of the candidates?
In most cases, the Provisional Council selects them from a cross-section of the local population to ensure the slates actually reflect the people they represent. Of course, such a situation is not ideal. We would all prefer for the Vashalians to nominate the representatives directly. But that is why it's a transitional council.
How many of these phases are there until we have real democracy?
Our best theoreticians believe that 3 to 5 phases are appropriate for states that lack strong democratic tradition, which would certainly apply to Ravachol. But we must stress that real democracy is an ongoing process and not simply an outcome. It must be cultivated and preserved if it is to endure.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, they were talking about these from 2 to 4. And I bought a pretty expensive transceiver, so I think I should be okay by asking 4. And that one is including this. So, since I know who I'm speaking with, I will just try and see if I can ask this. And then get on with our task.
What does Ravachol look like from up there?
That's difficult to say. We have a very particular view from our observation platform up here.
Particular how?
Perhaps the best way to describe it is to say we have a very wide perspective, but not an especially detailed one.
What can you see?
Oh, it looks quite lovely from here. From our portal, we see rolling hillsides covered with snow, a public park filled with grand oak trees, men and women going about on horses.
Wait, what?
Oh, there are children building a snowman by a small pond. The homes and gardens are quite beautiful, very near, like those in certain areas of Messina.
Is this a joke? Because you just said you didn't have a detailed view of things. Le Jardin, Stella Maris, Saint Baptiste. She is looking down on the suburbs of Ravachol East.
You're above Ravachol East, then.
Ah, that must be. We've only recently been detailed to the Archer, so we are still learning the names of all the many districts.
She needs to see you down here. That's the only way she'll really get what you're about. Oh, that might help.
Can you see Martinez from where you are?
Martinez. That is to the west, yes?
Yes, look across the river Esperance. I thought it was to the south. Nope, it's to the north. Yeah, I gotta say yes.
Stand by a moment. We are adjusting our viewfinder. Yes, we are looking at the river now. There are small islands in the middle of it. It's very nice, actually. Interesting. The west of the city looks very different from the east. There's a large motorway dividing it nearly in half. This must be the 881, no?
Exactly. Follow that west for a few kilometers until you see the lake. Maybe follow the motorway as far as it goes. A motorway? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm assuming the first answers are the correct ones?
Very well. Now, we're looking at an area that seems to be in urgent need of revitalization.
Yeah, that's us. She must be describing the eminent domain, the district under the shadow of the 881. It's heavily working class, with no municipal infrastructure to speak of. To your knowledge, no such revitalization is forthcoming.
Now we see the lake, and around that, a rather vibrant-looking city quarter. There are some large buildings from the turn of the century, we would guess. Yes, this must be the heart of the district.
It's funny to me that she's also, like, talking to her colleagues. It's like, turn of the century, right? Okay.
That's Tamrock. Now look to the north, toward the harbor.
So that is Martinez.
A distended pause. A slight chill of embarrassment. She isn't sure what to say.
That bad, huh?
It is quite striking, compared to where we're from. There are a great many destroyed buildings, still. And we don't see any horses. It's really nothing like the eastern side of the city. But what's most striking are the people.
There's a crazy one on the horse, on the statue.
Look like a bunch of tiny apes duking it out on a great big ball. Look like a bunch of lost souls wandering about in indescribable pain. Look happy and well adjusted? Look like ants, isn't that what they say? Yeah, I know, like a bunch of lost souls.
We really couldn't say. That's one of the limits of Vantage. But the whole district does have a very desperate character. And then there's all the tear line about. It's very unpleasant to look at. We're going to widen our viewfinder a bit.
I guess they should install some recycling bins or something.
Yes, recycling is very important. The coalition always supports initiatives that promote civic responsibility and mindfulness.
Do you see a roundabout with an equestrian statue?
A roundabout. Uh-huh. Yes, we see the monument. But there seems to be a man on top of it.
That's me. Alright, people climb on monuments all the time here. It's kind of a local tradition. Would you say he seems like a handsome man? No, that's me.
That's you. We have to say, that's extremely irregular, Lieutenant. What are you doing on top of the public monument?
Listen, Archer, Martinez is a disco town. I guess you could say it's sort of a performance piece. It's kind of an involved story.
It must be. Unfortunately, we don't have time to hear it just now. In any event, it is certainly interesting to see you, even from afar. Most of the time, we signalers just have to imagine what our interlocutors look like.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind.
Signal's weakening. I guess you've got about 2 questions left.
Oh, he tells us.
Come again?
Cool.
We're picking up more interference.
Okay. So, we can skip this since we've already established all of that. I guess who am I speaking with? Just for the sake of, having asked everything?
You are currently speaking with Coalition Warship Archer, flagship of Insurcom forces in Revachol.
Are you the captain? Whoa, the coalition is talking warships? Sure, but who are you? I need to know your name.
Our name is not important. All you need to know is that we hold the position of second signaler aboard the Archer.
You really don't have the faintest guess what her name could be. You were never good at this sort of thing. Oh, really? If I had more points in Inland Empire, I could have guessed her name? That's cool. There's something in the way she refers to herself, always with the first person plural. She must be a queen. A deliberate blurring of the boundary between herself and the institution she represents.
Just one thing. Why do you keep referring to yourself with the plural?
Yeah.
Because it's standard practice for signalers to use the pluralis officialis during the course of our duties. It's meant to serve as a reminder that we don't speak only for ourselves. For instance, as second signaler, we represent Coalition Warship Archer, which in turn represents Insurcom and the Coalition more generally, which in turn represents the Moralist International, which itself represents the interests of 1.2 billion people across the world.
That sounds like an awesome responsibility.
It's an important responsibility, but we don't consider it any greater than those borne by countless people all across the world. Now, your request?
This is it. Final question.
Okay,
now.
brother.
I can already feel our alignment getting shaky.
Is everything alright? We lost the connection for a moment.
Listen, I really need to reach the Committee of Responsibility.
Acknowledge. To reach the committee, if the
Yeah.
liaison accepts your request,
Okay.
you will be invited to address the committee
Okay,
at their next quarterly public
okay.
hearing. We believe the next hearing is
Empathy.
scheduled for July.
Okay, we're doing much better. 83%.
Let's just hope that it works.
Yay, double six. This isn't about you, not really. It may have been at a certain point. but you've let go of that perspective. This is about your responsibility to all of Ravachol. Now, take a deep breath. Look upward. You don't have to bear the burden alone.
Listen to me. The situation in Martinez is a powder keg. If the coalition doesn't intervene, many people will die.
What? How do you know this?
I've uncovered things in the course of my investigation that led me to believe we're headed to a violent confrontation between the Union and the Wild Pines. Well, also, things are really, really bad down here, like really bad. Damn it, there's no time to explain. You better write this down.
I guess. Because, I mean, this is more about the whole than the clash here, right? Well, yeah, let's also tell her about the confrontation between the Union and the Wild Pines.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is a very serious claim. Please describe the situation as succinctly as possible. We will forward your summary to the committee.
There's papers rustling in the background. She's clearing her desk, preparing to take notes. There, you've wedged your foot in the door. Now, if you can show the coalition how much they're needed, they'll have no choice but to intervene. You have the facts. Just lay them out beneath the cold light of reason.
The Wild Pines has recently lost control of a paramilitary death squad called Crenel. For one, the Wild Pines has been completely shut out of the strike negotiations. I haven't worked out the details yet, but there's something weird. Well, yeah, for one, the Wild Pines has been completely shut out of the strike negotiations.
Yes? Please continue.
You can hear the sounds of her scribbling some notes.
What's more, I believe the Union has been trying to escalate the situation so that they can seize control of the entire harbor.
I've also uncovered evidence that the Union may also be orchestrating a takeover of a local fishing village. And while the Union's demands for worker control seems unworkable. No, the first one.
Good God. Is there anything else the committee should know?
You hear the sound of a page turning, followed by fierce scribbling.
Before you answer that, I urge you to weigh your words extremely carefully.
Kim, you could also, weigh in on the conversation, you know? If you want me to say specific stuff, talk to me before I get on the horse and tell me, bro, maybe don't say that, maybe say this. Instead of always saying, well, choose your words carefully. The lieutenant is afraid you're going to say something too autre, I guess, would be the pronunciation.
Now that you mention it, I learned something very strange about the victim in my murder investigation. Yes, I've also discovered an interplanetic phenomenon here in Martinez.
Yeah.
We're afraid we must ask you to repeat that, Lieutenant Dubois.
Her tone has shifted. She's no longer herself. She's reading from a script. Your words have activated some sort of procedure.
I said I've discovered an interplanetic phenomenon here in Martinez.
Acknowledge. Listen very carefully, Lieutenant. We're going to ask you a series of questions. It is imperative that you answer as directly and truthfully as you can. Do you understand?
Whoa, okay. I guess this is what the lieutenant was afraid of.
Yes.
Good. First question. Are you currently in the vicinity of Surrey, the North Arcade Islands, or near Pale Offshore Platform?
I don't know. I've never heard of any of those places.
Please answer the question.
No, I'm in Martinez.
Very good. Next question. Would you describe the phenomenon as internal to the Isola or external to the Isola?
What she means is, actually, you have no idea what those words could mean in this context.
I have no idea what you're asking.
Answer the question, please.
Internal?
Next question. At the time, did you experience sense objects?
Can you elaborate?
Yes. Examples may include sound, memory, light.
It was kind of gradient. When the raver put the compressor through the other thing, it made the beat really hardcore, like too hardcore. I experienced nothing, a complete lack of phenomena.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Final question. Were you alone?
There's no need to overthink this.
Repeat. Were you alone?
No.
You hear the sound of a page ripping.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Please stand by while we transmit our summary.
A long winter.
Signals are starting to misalign. Not sure how much longer I can hold them together.
You have to, Noid. Just a little longer.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is Collision Warship Archer. Please acknowledge.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you for standing by. We are authorized to report the Committee of Responsibility for Rebasho has acknowledged and accepted your request.
Okay,
They would like
so...
you to address your matter to the committee directly, at their earliest convenience.
When is that? I'm kind of in the middle of a murder investigation.
Local matters can wait. Collision Shuttle Laurel is setting a course for your position.
Oh,
They will arrive momentarily. Stand by.
alright. Snow again. It collects between the bronze horse's ears and along the bridge of the bronze king's nose, and on the backs of your gloves.
No way! Big Ben's coming here!
The lieutenant adjusts his microphone and slowly looks up towards you.
What now?
What do you mean?
You've accomplished your side task. You've contacted Coalition Warship Archer. I suppose what I'm asking is whether we are about to lose you to the moral intern.
Lose me?
Kim, have you ever considered that maybe our case isn't that important? Kim, I'm tired of feeling like I don't have any normal, reasonable options. But I'm afraid, Kim.
I guess...
Afraid of what, detective?
I feel that something very bad is going to happen. It's my past. It's going to catch up with me. Kim, what if this is all there is?
The lieutenant takes a moment to compose his thoughts.
Detective, each of us has our part to play in the world. My part is to solve crimes. I am under no illusion that my role isn't a minor one in the scheme of things. But I embrace it because it's my role, and it's yours too, detective, whether you accept it or not.
Yo, why do you have to shut me down, Kim? The lieutenant's final words are nearly swallowed by the roar of the aerostatic's main rotors.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is Collision Warship Archer. We have been instructed to inform you that the Laurel arrived at your position. Please acknowledge.
Yeah, I see a big shadow. No shit. How are they supposed to hear your acknowledgement over the thundering of their own rotors?
Acknowledged, Archer. This is Lieutenant Dubois.
Thank you. The Committee of Responsibility for Rebasho has authorized us to offer you an immediate extraction. Do you accept?
Hold on, I have a few questions first.
Look around one last time. Accept, get me out of here, I can do it. Hold on, I have a few questions.
We are far past that point, Lieutenant. There is only one question now. Are you ready?
Look around one last time, I guess. The roundabout, Martinez North, daytime. Across the plaza, a pair of seagulls fight over the remains of a chicken wing. The speed freak eyes you with a curious blend of awe and contempt. He's torn. There's nothing more soft-core than the Coalition, according to his worldview, and yet, having summoned an aerostatic with your voice is one of the most hardcore feats imaginable. The lieutenant looks up towards you. He starts to open his mouth, then appears to think better of it. There is something, a whisper, circulating among the city's footnoted alleyways and along its electrical wires. But what it's saying, you can tell. It seems to be a message meant for someone else. Huh.
Accept, Archer. Get me out of here.
Acknowledge. Laurel has initiated the extraction procedure. Stand by.
Hey, Committee of la Responsabilité. Someone should do something about this. No, wait, I haven't read... I didn't have time to read the last... Oh, it was in German. Okay. I was watching it on the backup screen.
Editor Loafdog to the rescue.
So, it turns out what the message said was basically that Marianne told this guy that Oscar wasn't himself anymore since he came back from an airship. And I think that's a little foreshadowing for what's gonna happen to Harry. Anyway. Weeks later, no answers about extracted cop.
The condition and whereabouts of an RCM lieutenant extracted by a coalition aerostatic 2 weeks ago remain unknown. The dramatic maneuver witnessed by dozens near the north roundabout has reportedly increased tensions between the citizens of Martinez, the RCM, and coalition authorities. Early reports that the lieutenant was investigating anthropogenic phenomena along the coast have not been confirmed. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the lieutenant was in Martinez as part of a murder investigation. A coalition representative declined repeated requests for comment. Oh. And that was the game. Okay. So yeah, that was an alternate ending, I guess. It's a good thing that I can load collage. What? Collage content policy. Introduction. Yeah, but what is it? This mode contains spoilers. Alright. Oh, so it's like a photo mode. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, and there's all characters. Yeah, even ones we haven't seen, so I should really back out of here. Yes. Pretty cool that they have that mode, though. Anyway. Yeah, church. Okay, okay. So that was cool, but also really weird. Like, they basically abducted us. And, I mean, yeah, I gave them consent, but like, what then? Why are there no... why are there no informations about me? It's so weird. Like, I guess the moral intern works as kind of a, you know, a separate entity from all the governments and stuff. And it has power to do that, but then again, why was I the only one abducted? It's weird. Like, I thought they would want to ask me some questions on the anthropogenetic entity or whatever. And maybe work with me to try and, you know, at least understand the issue a little better. And it doesn't really make sense. Like, they just took me and that's it? And why would they want to take me? I think I'm missing some more context to fully understand what happened there. Still, it's not over until we say it's over. I mean, it's over for tonight's stream. That is a fact. But we will continue with the normal investigation, because as Kim has said, our role may be an unimportant one, just a tiny little role in the grand scheme of things, but still we still have to play our part. So thank you everybody for having followed me thus far. I have been Loaf Dog, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.